The Adventures of Thomas, Episode 7. James, Dan, and Dart. Diesel 10, Dan, and Dart were getting together. Dan and Dart, said Diesel 10, you caused the most mischief in this gang. Or you know what I mean? Maybe you should just go stop James. We can get him, and then we can get the other engines. Gotcha, said Dan and Dart. James was pulling the goods train, but he didn't know that Dan and Dart were behind him. Dan and Dart came to the silver suspension bridge and coupled up to Dave's caboose. Meanwhile, James was coming up over an overpass. Now, said Dan and Dart, he pushed James right into the Apple station. Right into the express coaches. Whoa! Ouch, said James. Out all the other troublesome trucks. Hey, you troublesome trucks, said James. What was that for? That wasn't us, said Rickety. Ouch. We swear, it wasn't us, said S.C. Webby. Yeah, he's right, said the other two troublesome trucks. But the soda-like booth, Dan and Dart were hurt. They laughed. What happened? Said Gordon. I can't see it, said Stephanie. I'll go get the breakdown train, said Mavis. There was a crash, said Thomas. Yeah, said Mavis. A bad one right behind the express coaches. Gordon, I'm afraid to tell you that James accidentally crashed your express coaches and they are derailed. Mavis went to get the breakdown train. She also needed a train wash because she was searching the coolest. Dan and Dart had made such a bad accident it caused fire. The fire alarm went off in that station and everybody exited. Ah, said Dan and Dart. Now that station's gone. They quick puffed away. Guess what, Diesel 10? They said. We're starting to burn down Appford Station, said Dart. But I don't think we exactly got James yet, said Dan. Darn it, said Diesel 10. Finn and Bell rushed to the scene as fast as they could. Finn got there first. Bell approached the sheds. Hero, Flora, Percy, Whip, and Ivor Hugh were resting. What's happened? Said Hero. There's a fire at Appford Station, said Bell. A fire, said everybody. Bell had no time to explain. Finn was already there, squirting hot water rapidly at Appford Station. Percy and I, you hauled the soda fire train to Appford Station, while more fire trucks made their way to the scene. Others tried to help, but it was no use. The fire wouldn't go out. There was tons of water spraying on the Appford Station. The roofs fell on everything. Appford Station was going to be destroyed. They picked up their coaches and got them out of the station. Unfortunately, Clarabelle was jammed. Help me, said Clarabelle. I got you, said Thomas. It took a while, but Thomas got Clarabelle out. Now it was time for them to help. The firemen got water from their engines. It started pouring buckets of their water on an Atwood station. Other engines used their water too. And the Atwood station was, because the Atwood station was probably the best location in Sodor. Lots of engines offered to help. Finally, the fire was out. James was burned badly. He got up out of the wreckage. Ouch, he said. What happened? Topham had approached the front of Atwood station. James, he said, it was an accident then. Cameron, James, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't to trouble some trucks either. They even said so. Topham Hatt was speechless. Look, said James, I beat it. It must have been some of the diesels, said Topham Hatt, after he finally thought of something to say. Because of you, we have to build a new Atwood station, said Topham Hatt. It wasn't me, said James. It wasn't him. And Topham Hatt turned around. Gordon's deputy and Thomas were there. They were the ones who said it. But then, Topham Hatt was speechless once again. It had to be the diesels, said Thomas. I saw this. I was here. James didn't do anything. I mean, he was just going along, and he just crashed. I thought I saw dead and dirt on the back of his train. Soon Atwood station was completely gone. James was soon back and running order, but he didn't know that he had passengers behind. Faster, faster, said Dad. And they put their engines at top speed. Whoa, said James. Revert to our right, he said. James bumped into the wall of the Sodor Bay Bridge. Ouch, he said. It left a big dent in his paint. What was that for, he said. Revert to your right again, said Dart. They both went to their right. Whoa, said James. He crashed right in the crank. Then Dart escaped right as this happened. Quickly, run away now. James, named Tender, flew up and landed on the rails. He hit Cranky, which made Bulstrode fall over, and Cranky hit Colin, which made a huge dent in Colin. Colin fell down. Everyone was broken. Ah, said James. My paint. Topham Hatt rushed to the scene. What happened here, he said. It's all James' fault, said Cranky. He bumped into me, and I bumped into Bulstrode. Yeah, said Bulstrode. And then he bumped into Colin. It's all James' fault. They're both broken, and so am I. So Topham Hatt looked expecting Cranky, James, Bulstrode, and Colin. James, you are highly damaged. Cranky, you are completely broken. Bulstrode, your main engine is destroyed once again. And Colin, you are broken too. James, it'll take probably about a month or two to fix, said Sir Topham Hatt. I'm very disappointed in you. It's not my fault, said James. It feels like there's two diesels. Just then I heard a laugh. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Now, said Tart. A quick rushed that went the fastest. Whoa, said James when they bumped into him. Ah, said Topham Hatt. He quick jumped into the water. Splash. Then they bumped right into Colin and Cranky. Ow! Colin. Yeah, it's great. So, Dad dead. James was back on the tracks. He chased Dad and Dart. This is the style, said Dart. Yeah. But then there was trouble. They went in both directions. Serves you right, said James. James went chasing after Dad, while Dart went the other direction. Ah, said Toby, this isn't going to be good. He reverted into the next track, while James coupled up to behind. Whoa, said James. Phew, that was a close one, said Toby. But then, he saw Dart. Oh no, said Toby. Ah! He reverted to the same side as he was, but it was too late. Dart crashed into the back of Toby's flower car. Ah! Said Toby. What happened? Toby was derailed from the track, while Dart coupled on to Jed. They're trying to pull James away from Dad. Said James, this is not good. Both pulling in both directions. They were pushing and pulling when suddenly. Do you hear something? Said Dart. Yeah, said Dan. What is it? Got you. It was actually Thomas. Thanks, Thomas, said James. It's nothing, said Thomas. Phew. That was a close one, said James. Yeah, said Thomas. Not when I hop on board. Diesel's head stuck up from behind. Fly, Thomas, fly, he said. Thomas did not know it was Diesel's head. Don't fall for it, said James. It's Diesel's head. No! Thomas went in the air. Leave it. Diesel's head uncoupled from James. Ah, said James. He fell down. Diesel's head coupled to Thomas. Oh no, it was a trick, said Thomas. Diesel's head would not couple from Thomas. Find out what happened to Thomas in the next chapter. The end.